Capricorn, welcome to Bluntsaggie Tarot. My name is Robin. And Capricorn, today, let's do your monthly reading for May 2025. Let's see what's going on. Let's come towards you. Let's see what you can expect this month, Cappy. Let's get ahead of the energy. Spirit guides, what's up with Capricorn? We have, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. So this card is all about home is where your heart is. When you lead from the heart, you're never led astray. Okay? And the emphasis here this month is, well, how suitable, Capricorn. Okay. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness, cautious ambition. All right, maybe some of you are doing some home renos, working on your house here. Let's see what's going on. Let's get into your reading. What's up with Cappy? Oh, we got a lot of masculine energy here to start this reading. So we have the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. We got the Emperor. We have more. He goes down here, though. Aries energy here. Four of Wands. We got the World. They want it this way. Okay, the World and then the Emperor. All right. There's a heavy emphasis on your home, but we got a lot of masculine. Now, these two masculines can be the Emperor, right? The Emperor can represent different kings in the reading. Oh, we'll find out what's on the other side of that Emperor. And we'll get into this reading, the Two of Cups. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles. And there's the Six of Swords. I do feel like many of you are like fixing your house up to move. That's such a weird message, but I'm getting it. So there could be home renovations or moving going on here. You're getting down to business. But what's the King of Cups here for Capricorn? Let's start this with this King of Cups. The Seven of Wands. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. What's on the bottom? Justice. Karma. You've made a decision here to let something go. But then, like, what's this? What is, there's the King of Wands again. There's the Tower. And there's the Chariot. It's like you're letting something go, but this person's not letting you go. So it's like with the Four, you're like trying to release. It's like you're trying to let go of this person, you're trying to remove this person, you're trying to create a change. Like, let's say it's your house, you're trying to let go of your house, but no one's buying your house, right? Let's say it's a friend, you're trying to say, listen, we shouldn't be friends anymore, but they're like, no, they're still calling you, they're still texting you. If it's like a love, you're trying to end a relationship, and they're like, no. There's the King of Pentacles. So I feel like all these, I feel like there's the High Priestess. You don't want to talk to someone anymore, Capricorn. You're trying to get them out of your life. That's what I feel. And they're not really like, no, they're not. They're like, no, I'm not, I don't want to leave your life. But so there's a very in and out, back and forth, hot and cold. I can't tell if all these people are the same person or different people. We're going to find out. But I really feel like you don't want this person in your life. You don't, maybe it's a neighbor. You want to get the hell away from your neighbor. I had really shitty neighbors at my old house. I moved because I didn't want to live near them anymore. So I feel you if you got some crappy neighbors over there. But there's this element where you don't want anything to do with this person. You just want them out of your life. You're like, ugh. Remember like Jimmy Fallon? Oh shit, Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Fallon did that ew thing. That's how you feel when you see this person here. Okay. So then what's the King of Wands energy? So we've established that. We'll see how that plays out a little bit. What's this King of Wands energy? Who's this King of Wands here? What is this? Whoa, Justice is in reverse. There's the Seven of Pentacles. Excuse me, my throat's dry. I need a little drink of water. The Queen of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. They're telling you you're making the wrong decision. Okay. You're like, I feel the King of Wands and the Emperor is you. You're confident in your choice. You're standing your ground. You're like, listen, I don't want to be with you. I don't like you. I don't want to be your neighbor. I don't want to talk to you. It's your coworker. I don't want my cubicle next to your cubicle. I don't like you. And they're like, oh, Capricorn, you're making the wrong decision. Okay. You're making the wrong decision. So, okay, that's where we stand. They don't agree with your decision here. So what's the Four of Wands? That's why I keep going to neighbor in some form, because it affects your house life in some form, some manner. In my opinion, we'll find out. What's the Four of Wands? The Six of Swords. Yeah, you're moving. This might be a very specific monthly reading. Or there's the Emperor. You're walking away from this. There's the Empress. Some of you, you're leaving your partner behind and you're just moving. You're moving out of your mutual house, mutual apartment. Some of you, it's your partner, you're leaving, like whoever it is, however it applies, you're moving this month. If this is your reading, there's no doubt in my mind now, like you're moving. You don't want to live near this person. You don't want to live with this person. Maybe you've had to quit your job because you couldn't stand your neighbor in your cubicle at work, and you're not working there no more, so you're leaving your house because maybe you need equity or maybe you can't afford the rent anymore. So you are absolutely moving, and it's because you don't like where you are. You don't like who you're living with. Maybe you just don't like your roommates. Maybe they're stinky, or maybe they don't put, oh, what the fuck? I'm not even going to say that, but maybe they're just a slob. Okay, I'll just say that. It's over. You've made your decision. You're standing by your decision. They're telling you you're making the wrong decision. You're like, nope. I'm making the right choice. I don't want to live with you anymore. I don't want to work with you anymore. You are done. Put a fork in it, because Capricorn is done with this shizneck. What's the Two of Cups? Maybe you're moving in with a new roommate, moving in with a new friend. What's the Two of Cups? The Knight of Pentacles. Oh, you've given them the Queen of Pentacles. It's like you were patient with this person, so that's why you're so frustrated. You made it like you told them you weren't happy. Like, let's say, go back to the slob thing. It's like, you told them, like, don't leave your garbage on the floor. Like, we're not bears here. Like, what the fuck is this shit? And they didn't stop. They still threw their garbage on the floor, or if it's your partner, your lover, you've made it clear the things that you weren't happy with and nothing changed, right? If it's business, you made it clear, like, I'm not happy. So it's that energy where it's like you showed enough patience. You worked through this enough. You tried enough. And May is the month where you're just done. You're just done, Capricorn, and you're moving on. It's like you tried. It's like you did everything you could. You got your neighbor and they're being absolute dicks. Like, you did everything you could. You can't deal with it anymore. So this is kind of the month where you're out of patience. You're done, and you're moving. You're just making a big change this month. You don't want to deal with this shit anymore. All right. That's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going down. So Cap, let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say. And we'll jump back into the tarot. We'll do a general spread, and we'll see how you're doing in the month of June and see how things are progressing. What does Capricorn need to surrender to this month as they go through this frustrating experience? Okay. Divine timing. What? Sometimes divine timing might differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Okay, let's grab I want the spirit animal. Okay. And Capricorn, for those of you who are interested, I am open for personal readings. If you'd like one, the link is in the description box below. What's the spirit animal message for Capricorn? Is that the giraffe? It is. A little bit of reflection here with the long neck. If you're facing a difficult situation, do not rush into making a decision. You are advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners before deciding on a solution. Your circumstances need to be examined fully. I kind of feel like with that Knight of Pentacles, you did that. You took the time, baby. And now is divine timing. Now is the time to make this change. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get down to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Okay, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are in June. Let's find out how this is playing out, how you're doing, if this person's still up in your ear, if you're just flying high on cloud nine, living somewhere new. Let's see. We have the Two of Pentacles, but there was a card before that. Wheel of Fortune. So, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacles. Okay, hold on. Let's re-situate the layout here to make sure I can see the cards. Okay. What else we got for Cape? Well, there you are, dapper gentleman or female here. We got the King of Pentacles. You're very confident in the choice you've made here. Empress energy in the house. Okay. Oh, I might one more card to understand that. The Moon. What's on the bottom? The Eight of Pentacles. The Five of Cups. Okay, I thought it was two different people. I was wondering if it was the same person, but it's not the same person. You made your choice. You're feeling good. You're feeling blessed. You're feeling lucky. So it's like, to me, it's like about time you made this. I really think you were more than patient with this situation. And it's like, it's time. you made this choice. Like I said, though, this person's, they're not really vibing with your decision. They really think you made the wrong choice. I want to see why. Because now I'm wondering if they're making you doubt yourself. Or let me see. Why do they think Capricorn has made the wrong decision? What are they saying to Capricorn? Let me understand this. Let me understand. 5 of Pentacles. What? 2 of Cups. I don't know if I like this. The 10 of Swords. They're in your ear telling you you're making things harder than they need to be. So let's say, you know, this is your roommate. Now you got to pay your own rent. You don't have that person chipping in. Let's say this was your husband, wife. Now you're paying your own rent. Let's say if it's a job, it's like now you're working at a different job, or maybe you don't have a job. So they're coming back to you and telling you you're better off with them. You're making things more difficult for yourself than they need to be made. I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that. There's the, yeah, you don't like that either. You're like, fuck you. That was my reaction to Capricorn. You know, like, okay. No, you're not. So you actually go silent on them. The moon here, I don't usually take it that way, but you're like, you know what? Some things are better left unsaid. So you might have that reaction that I just had, but I don't feel you say anything. I think you're like, oh yeah? Maybe things are harder on you and you're projecting your shit on me because I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. I don't need you. Things are fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. I'm hunky-dory, baby. Maybe things aren't great for you. So Capricorn, just be aware of that. This person's a little bit condescending, I feel. I genuinely feel like they are projecting. You know what? I was just watching, it's so funny, everything, remember the movie Signs and like everything matches together? I was watching that movie Only the Brave. I had never seen it before. You know, the movie with Miles Teller. It was a very sad movie. I'm not going to tell you. It's a true story. But in the movie, there's a part where they're both addicts. And the guy's like, I'm not going to be a firefighter anymore. And then the lead firefighter guy was like, if you stop this, you're going to be a drunk. You're going to be addicted. You won't be able to stay sober. And then they had an argument. And this guy realized, actually, you know what? if I stop being a firefighter, maybe I can't stay sober. Maybe I can't, you know. So he realized that he was projecting it onto this guy. Totally took it out on him. And I feel like that's what this person's doing. Whether they realize it, I don't know. But you do. And you're not going to let them make you go back on the decision that you've made. I do feel you're doing fine. If it's work, you found a new job, you're just chilling like a villain. And if it's, you know, however it applies, you're fine. You don't need this person. You're good. But Capricorn, they need you, and, well, they're going to try and make you doubt the decision you made. That's what I got. That's what's up. That's the energy around you for the month of May 2025. You moving, baby. You moving. So Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. And if you like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe, for it helps my channel to grow. Thank you, Capricorn. I appreciate your support. And let's close your reading off with a yes or no question. Yes or no? What's the answer for Capricorn? What do we got, baby? Under no circumstances. Okay, Capricorn, I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.